right, good morning, traders. Happy Monday. Money Monday. Money Monday, money. Hope you guys are doing well. So this morning we're seeing some trading turbulence out there. We have low pressures moving in from the east. No, I'm not a weatherman. But I am a trading man. Stock futures slid Monday as investors awaited word on Mr. Trump's next move. Liberation Day coming up on Wednesday. And obviously the tariff stuff is causing some hesitation and fear. Lots of fear. Trump has threatened widespread new tariffs starting Wednesday. Unclear which countries he plans to target and at what rate. So we're seeing a little bit of fear out there. Blue, with which Mr. George noted on Friday night. It was a fun Friday night live stream, by the way. Thank you guys for showing up. We had a good time. K-Bone, good morning. Good Friday night live stream. Oh, speaking of which, and thanks for showing up, man. How was your trip this weekend? That was a nice looking beer you were drinking, too. You sent me a picture of contrarian beer. So the short interest on this is 20.58. That's what I put in the watch list if you guys were looking on BLUE. I mean, it's just sitting right there at all of its support, too. Here's the past chart history. Like right under $4 is a ton of resistance, or support. Yeah, so I mean, if that one we could see a little pop there. Obviously, MLGO is probably going to be the name that people still look at MLGO, dude. The last week, just every single day has provided some random spike and liquidity grab on it. I mean, every single, and look on Friday multiple times. It's starting to look like a heartbeat a little bit. Just ba-bum, ba-bum. 16 up to 20. My God, dude. Just on like 4 points on just small share size. Could make a lot of money there, but obviously inherently more risk. So be mindful of MLGO. We probably should just keep an eye on that to see where activity is. But today I'm looking at, a couple hangovers pretty much sold off. It was a good day for the strategy and edge. By the way, let me know if the stream is lagging a bit or anything. My OBS was sitting red for a second there, but LXRX, I mean, if we see a sell-off on the overall SPY like we did Friday, it's going to be a huge potential on some of these shorts, especially to ride them out. Man, like CNXC, I believe it was. Look at this hangover. Sold off 10 points all day, as well as DLTR we were looking at for a short, sold off 6 points. So even on small share size, guys, there's huge opportunity depending on what the market does. And of course, the banks like Bank of America and is it DA? No. There's BAC and a few others. I can't think of off the top of my head. But BAC, this one, like the banks are very sensitive to, these tariffs and this news, and so they sell off too in relation to the market. So we got to keep the SPY on watch. It's already gapping down quite a bit off of Friday. Man, lots of panic, lots of fear out there, which we like emotions. That's how we trade, right? We like to trade the emotions. Court had the positive Phase 3 results. Phase 3 asked the question, is this drug better than what's out there on the market, and did they meet their primary endpoints, in which they did? Phase 3 brings in a lot of hype. Mr. Isaiah, good morning. Good to see you, man. I know you said you were going back and watching the Friday night live stream. It was a good time, man. Hope you enjoyed the rerun. CORT, this one is up nearly 100%. So a $50 stock up to $100, and it's blowing past all resistance levels on the chart. So I'm monitoring it for, the euphoria. Obviously, people are like, man, Phase 3 positive. This is a long. I mean, it's up 100%, and you're going to see profit taking. So if we get a spike up on this, I don't know, man. I could get involved. I mean, even with that news, you can still fade, especially when you're up that much. So great potential there. A few plays I'm looking at to hit short. PRTG, this was a gap up on Friday. Thursday it closed at $4, up to 13. It sold off heavy on Friday. If this one spikes up towards the previous close, I don't mind hitting that, for a continual fade. That's mainly the watch list. Blue is interesting with the short potential squeeze on it with the 20% and sitting right near support. I mean, that's got to get momentum, though. It's hard to get involved with those when that's why longs are aggravating sometimes, because I like the setup, but I mean, if you're just getting in it with no volume, you're predicting, volume to come in versus just reacting to what is. And then ONDS, which I took a trade later in the day on Friday. That one I kind of like against the previous close, 112 to 115. That one's got a lot of 120 resistance, ONDS. And it's a little bit off of the trend line. Trend line's really only back down to like right under $1. So maybe we'll see there. Need some of these to pop up to us though. Like if LXRX pops up to 65 cents, that's going to provide an entry there. I mean, look at the heavy resistance here at 70 cents. LXRX major 70. Since resistance left of the chart. All right. Less than a minute until the market opens on up. So, let's see what the stock market gods are going to be providing us today. That's the watch list. If you guys want me to pull up anything that you're looking at, let me know. Otherwise, let's get the party started. Court has already been profit taken off of 110, which is kind of aggravating. And LXRX, man, I do like it. I just don't know if we're going to spike right back up to that previous day resistance. It could be providing the opportunity right now, but market now open. So see, I like LXRX. That one's getting a little spike right now. PRTG as well. 10-cent spread there. Court with the sell-off. Blue is getting a little bit of a spike this morning. That one definitely had my interest because it's pretty close to its support and a major short interest on it. Monitoring it. LXRX already hit 60 cents. It's got major 70 cents on it. Yeah, I really like this one, but I don't know. Blue is still sitting up here. I could see that one squeezing out. Court all the way in the 80s now. Ugh. Court back in the 80s. CTR. Alright, we're just waiting for something to develop here. Just giving the market a little bit of time. That's how Mondays normally are, right? You just letting the dust settle. So fascinating. I could easily see this one pumping. this blue trade. I could easily see that thing pumping. Just needs the volume. All right. Patience. Patience pays. You see what the overall market's looking like. SPY is looking heavy. SPY continuing to get a sell-off. MLGO trying to pop up this morning. Cord is curling around. 88 up to 98. Oh my gosh, what a red to green move. This thing's got a point spread on it. Gosh, dude. Ugh, ouchie. Blue still looking fascinating. LXRX looking heavy now. All right, let's see what some of these gainers are doing. Just core MLGO, QSG. That one's from pre-markets pulling back in. Oh my God, DOMH. That thing could be a dead cat bounce here. Jeez Louise. Is that halted down? DOMH. God. I'm going to flip through some losers as well. Just get an idea of fear or euphoria. And then obviously in relation to what the SPY's doing. But SPY's still just dumping off. Man, CORT's slightly interesting up here. It's got a point spread on it though. That's the concern. Obviously the concern there. Nice. Nice Apple TV cutting off on me. Need my daily chart. Feels eerie. Feels a little eerie out there, right? MLGO getting a morning spike. Always the squeeze going on there. Always a squeeze going on there. QSG selling off. CTOR, CDT. DOMH halted down. CORT with the red to green move. Man, that thing is up so massive, man. Dude, I'm thinking about hitting that with like extremely small share size against pre-market highs. All right, I got filled on court. 102.61. 2 shares against pre-market highs, because that's roughly the risk I would like to apply. 10 points. If we get a fade like 10 points, that'll be good. Okay, it's got a high short interest. Interesting. How high? And why did I not look that up? Short interest 21%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yes, like, have they been blown out yet, the shorts? Not sure, but I'll set the stop like 109. 85 profit target. Let's go. See if that one can pull in a little bit. I mean, you gotta imagine, at least all the longs that are in that, like, you're gonna see some profit taken up here. Okay, let's flip around, flip around. ONDS, are we getting sloppy seconds there? It's doing a little red to green move as well. LXRX as well. Yeah, this is interesting out here. QSG still snapping. CTOR snapping. CDT. Weird out here, guys. But what's not weird is MLGO. Oh, dude, MLGO. Yeah, it's like you don't want to chase any of this down, you know? You don't want to chase any of it down. The SPY is just still... SPY, I mean, it's trying to form some support under 149. Yeah. Everything in sell-off mode. And, you know, like, I refuse to chase. I mean, you have to get it something on, like, a spike, right? A little bit of a spike. Like this LXRX, which I like this morning. That is popping up. I mean, 70 is so good there. Can you hot button? Oh, sweet. FinViz to see the short interest? Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Thank you. That would be amazing. Yeah, I'm thinking definitely about LXRX up here. LXRX, locate $200.60. I will take them. And I will hit LXRX against the 70-cent range. It's going to be against like 72 cents. All right, I'm involved with those two, CORT and LXRX. LXRX, I just like this spike up into all this resistance from Friday, and then 70 cents is nearly a ceiling on it in the past chart history. Look at all this, 70 cents. So we'll see what that one wants to do. Put a 72 stop on it if it really wants to climb up and give all that back. And then CORT, I mean, I like this one for profit taking and faith throughout the day, so I'll put a fairly decent stop at pre-market highs on it with small share size. So we shall see. We shall see. It feels like, you know, today is, you got to be pretty picky with your trades. That's how it's feeling so far. Look at blue. I told you guys it had that feel to it. Blue had that feel to it for a little pump. It's got 20-some% short interest. I was getting close to maybe hitting it down there at 450, but didn't take it. I don't know if these moves are going to sustain at all. So be mindful of that. I just don't know if a lot of these moves are going to sustain. And SPY's still heavy. MLGO is pulling back. You know, Kayvon, if you had like the Stream Deck, that'd be cool too. Like just push the button on the Stream Deck to pull up FinViz or whatever the case may be. Yeah, guys, strange day. Probably today is so far opening up the way it is based on and blue sitting at $5 now. Yeah, when you do this for a while, you just kind of see these things happening before they happen. Longs, like, I just don't like the predicting when there's no volume and then a chat room comes into it, pumps it, you know? Like, I don't like the having no, I don't know. I don't like the predicting volume. But BLUE, it's got the volume now. Still up and over 5. Got a gap to fill up at $6, which it may try to fill. With the market being kind of the way it is today, slightly weak, it could. Shorts could be like piranhas all over that thing. Yeah, decent pullback off of the near 520 mark. SPY still in dump mode. SPY still in dump mode. Oh, BAC was really nice. That tapping that 41 resistance from yesterday and kind of just trending with the market still. LXRX at 62 cents now, so that one's trying to still keep a climb on it. Fascinating. She's tempting me to locate some more LXRX. This little penny play spiking up to all the resistance from Friday. What you working with, Kayvon? You still just sniping something out? Oh my god, dude. Why are there 24%? Oh, the flow is short on this. Well, CORT's working out, and then LXRX not at the moment. Because of the short interest, I don't think I'm gonna hit this one again. But CORT looking pretty good so far for us. All right, blue is still sitting around $5. MLGO is still spiking, squeezing. When that thing looks like it's done, like when it cracks the VWAP right here, that's when it gets the volume to surge on up even higher. VXX. Is that one of those, like, yeah, I think it's like one of those inverse ETFs setting up here. It must be, yeah. Does the opposite of the market. UPST you're looking at. Alright, UPST. Yeah, it looks like a Kayvon trade right there. That little reversal. Lower shadow right there. All right, I'm trying to be being a little patient here. CORT, I mean, the daily looks like it wants to go red on the day. Still in a position there. Here's the daily there. It's coming right down to the near the open. I got a 102.61 average there with 2 shares. It's hilarious. We'll see. We'll see what that one wants to do here, but looks like it was pulling back down. Maybe goes red. LXRX is grinding against me right now. It's up into all this resistance, though, so I'm still chilling with it. Because it has a 26% short interest, that aggravates me. It does aggravate me a lot, so I don't know if I'm going to hit it again. Probably just keep the 72 risk. And still looking for something else. CELH is getting up and over the 200-day. CLH, nice little ABCD pattern. It's got resistance. This one, like we looked at not too long ago, it's just way off of its trend. Like the trend on CLH is back down at, God dang it, LXRX, is back down to like 29. So annoying. Locating shares on you. Stop is, let me see. Stop on this one for me is at 72 cents. It's just popping up too right now. We'll respect that level. In fact, it's such a ceiling. My God, it's such a ceiling on the past chart history. It just makes me want to hit it again. It really does. Margarita in the building. How are you doing? I took an early entry LXRX, 25% short interest, not great. 70 cents Friday's resistance and a ceiling left of the chart. So I don't want to fall in love with it, but I'm working. That one I'm red with right now. Then could hit it again against and keep the same risk, but just get involved with a little bit more. Thinking. Then CORT, I'm just chilling with this one as I'd like it to profit take today. 102.61 average there. This is going to be the week for shorts. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I guess it depends on the ticker. LXRX, not so much. There's the short interest. Like you see any ticker that's popping up with a big short interest is just squeezing and squeezing. And MLGO squeezing more, like Kayvon just said. I mean, just non-stop. Up to like a 40% short interest, I think, on that one. BLUE, a high short interest. This one's holding $5. We were watching this one before the squeeze happened. So it's just squeeze after squeeze. I mean, it's just the market's selling off. Actually, the market's coming back around, doing a little red to green move. Little red to green move on the market. Be mindful of that. See what Court's going to do. Court's trying to hold the open at 95. Yeah, trying to snipe something out. You know, today is a snipey day. Today's a snipey day. You gotta. CLH was starting to set up a little bit. I mean, that one wasn't bad. I actually do like this one a lot. Got distracted. It's way off the trend and up towards resistance. Oh, look at that. Yeah, well, lots of resistance there at 35.50. Oh, it's pulled back 40 cents off the highs, so I don't know if I'm going to take it quite yet. LXRX pulling back in a little bit, so that's good. 70, should have waited for that. Idiot as normal. Getting involved too early. Idiot as usual. Nice pull back LXRX. Just need it to stay heavy and go green to red and start pulling under the previous close. CELH, very interesting up here. Interesting indeed. I like it against the highs. Monitoring that. Court, I still like to go green to red on the day and keep profit taking. Trying to hold 95 right now. Blue is holding $5. Be mindful of that. Sorry to hear, Isaiah. LXRX would have been very green. You bailed out. Yeah, sorry to hear about that. That's why I've been widening the risk a little bit, because so many times the trades I'm involved with do work out. And my entry here sucked. That's what effed me up. I don't know if that's the same thing for you. If the entry was a little early. My entry was too early. The thing is, I did not suspect that it was actually going to tap that 70 ceiling. I really didn't think it was going to climb all the way back up there. I mean, maybe I hit it again against the highs now and just keep that stop up there at the highs, because it is looking good. Trying to be patient with some of these trades. That's what's going to make the difference on the account. Like last week, QNTM, I freaking pressed the wrong button. Holding pretty much anything on Friday would have been massive. Court trying to pop up over the VWAP right now. Really, I don't want that one back up to my entry price, so monitor that one for that. I'll let it play around a little bit. Don't entirely want that one back up towards like 105 after fading off of the highs. MLGO washed out a bit. Oh, 25. Yeah, that's a big death candle right there. CELH could be providing sloppy seconds. 34.69 is the 200. 34.69 is the 200-day CELH. It's tapping a lot of resistance up here. I mean, this is what I look for, so I'm thinking I might have to hit it. CELH. All right, got filled on CELH. But this one's right up near resistance, so I'm not going to give a ton of room. probably like 36, 30, something like that. I'm not going to give it like a ton of room. Yeah. Okay, we'll see what that one does. It's not looking like it's popping right up over the 200-day. 34.69 is that, and then it's hitting resistance on the day, and then left of the chart. So it's way off of the trend too. We'll see. We will see. This one's working against the market, like going kind of straight up. Probably would have been helpful to look at the short interest there too, because everything I'm getting involved with today has liked to be high on the short interest. $15.63. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with all these plays in the short interest. I guess that's pretty much anything that's popping up right now has pretty much a high short interest, because that's the reason it's spiking. But yeah, this one's all right. Not entirely thrilled with the entry on it after that popped right up over. All right, what's Court doing? Court's kind of curling back around to the highs. LXRX still looking slightly heavy against the highs. I mean, it kind of looks backside. Part of me thinks I need to just hit this again. Today is not a day to be given like a ton back. Today is not a day to be given a ton of capital to the market if things are, not working out. So just be mindful of that. Uh-oh, UPST, that one curl on you. Dang, dude. I mean, you probably were watching this right at the lows, too. It looked like the candlestick you normally get into at. CORT, Isaiah, close to 2Q on that one. Nice. You working leftovers there? Good trade. All right, CELH, that one red on at the moment. It's coming up to 36. Probably spikes over 36. Kind of grindy. So if I stop out of that one, I'm okay with it. Court, I really liked that one. The profit take after being up 100%. We'll see. And then LXRX, I'm thinking about smacking it one more time. Against the highs. It would be against the highs. Yeah, LXRX may be short against the highs, some more shares. Mr. Keith, hopping out of bed this morning. Good morning, man. I mean, been slightly green, been slightly red. We'll see how today is going to go. Isaiah's killing it. It's weird Monday at the moment. So, damn Damn it. Well, I mean, I should be happy. I was going to hit LXRX again. It's back down to my average. I like it down here. We'll see. Back under 50 cents would be awesome. But, yeah, today, I mean, today's pick. You got to be picky with your entries today. That's kind of how it feels. Got to be really picky. I got early in LXRX. Had I hit it at freaking resistance at 70 cents, be sitting in the green a lot right now. The pumps are taking over. That's what's happening right now. MLGO is back in action, as it always is. CELH, not looking great for me. But I'm not going to sit and stare. I think sometimes part of the problem with traders, talking to my historical self as well, as I sit and stare at every single candlestick, or you stare at the level 2, or you stare at the times of sales, and it creates too many emotions. Just set your stop and chill out. Trade the chart. LXRX back down to 60. I mean, that one's looking pretty good. I want it to go red on the day. It's certainly uncomfortable to be hitting this again down here. I kind of was getting very interested in the 65-cent range to hit it again. It's very uncomfortable right there to hit it again. Getting in your trades and immediately switching the tab over to the live so I don't stress. Yeah, whatever you need to do to calm the emotions down. It calms mine down to go to TOS. You know, I use Thinkorswim for the charting, so it calms mine down to just go to Thinkorswim so I don't see the P&L and look at the chart. So I'm not trading any the money. I'm just trading a good chart. Oh, Court, I don't want you coming back up there. Let's start selling off Court. MLGO still dumping. CLH hit nearly that magic 20-cent area, past the whole dollar. Talking myself into hitting this again. Hitting nearly that magic 20-cent area. I'll stab at it a little bit more, just against the highs now. It's just going to be against the highs now. 36, 20, 23. All right, let's see LH, which I have a 35.72 average right now, so let's get that thing pulling back. Coming back down to a little trend line that I'd like it to snap, though. Trend line and maybe support 35.50. We'll see. Kayvon trying to sloppy seconds on Walmart. Trading Walmart. And Keith, nothing's working out. Monday. Mouse stopped working, and so did I. I don't know. Did you break it being in a trade? Hey, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens. LXRX still looking heavy. Pulling back in a little bit. CELH ideally doesn't retest the highs because then I get stopped out. We need that one kind of heavy on this trend and pull back. MLGO pull back. Blue kind of just sitting heavy against $5, it appears. So yeah, guy, I mean, we're not missing anything in here. It's just a weird day. I mean, focus on good entries. That's what's been messing me up a little bit this morning. I mean, I'm sitting like down a little bit on the day, and CELH may stop me out up here. It's popping right up to the highs. That's what's messing me up a little bit today. My entries have been off. So focus on good entries. You guys will be okay, but take A+ setups today. That's what it's looking like. A+ setups and time your entries pretty well. So far, that is what's keeping me from being green right now. LXRX under my average roughly now. Court popping up to my average. Man, I was up. I was up 8 points a share on this thing. Is it greed? Is that what it is? Greed. I think mainly just seeing Friday everything sell off, like no bounces at all, and it would have been such a massive day. ONDS is getting fairly interesting. This one I traded on Friday, but it's popping right up to 125 resistance, ONDS. Now this one I could hit on a short. 125. I'd have to locate the shares ONDS. I'm not opposed to it though. You look at the short interest on this because everything popping this morning has a high percent short interest. 15%. It's just unbelievable. Everything. That ain't stopping me though. I think like 30% would maybe stop me. It costs 40 cents for 200 shares. I'm going to accept that, ONDS. And I like this spike up here towards some major resistance areas. All right, filled ONDS. So OCO on it. I mean, 130 would be pretty bad. I'd like it to not go all the way up there. All right, I'll set that on it. 130. I'm in 4 trades right now, so need some of these to start working out. Also on ONDS, the 50-day is at 132. It could tap that. You know, I could have been starting this a little early too, like everything else today. So we'll see. ONDS straight up from what 96 5 cents up to 122. 50 days at 132. 125 tough resistance on the chart. So I'm not upset with that trade. CLH, I'm still in this one. I like it heavy against this bottom trend that it's popping off of. My stop is right up over the highs, so if that one does spike up and gets over the highs off of that trend, I will be stopping out of that one. No guarantees. Remember that. There's no guarantees. Just trade the probabilities. No certainties. And you don't know the distribution of your green trades versus red trades. If you're consistent, I mean, you know over time, over a series, you'll be green. ONDS, little spike there towards 123.4. I like that chart a lot. That would be a shame to get stopped out up here. Tapping some resistance up there, 125, sitting right at 125, 132, the 50-day moving average. CLH still strong on this trend, so that may stop me out. LXRX sitting heavy right near my average. And then Court, that one's more of a all-day play that I have. Average is decent on that. But yeah, I'm not interested in giving a ton of money to the market today if it's not going to cooperate. So we'll see. We'll see what these trades do. CLH is coming up to my risk. I like that fast move up through the whole dollar to that 20-cent area, so that's why I stabbed at it again. But is she still strong? Coming up to my stop right now. Just took an L there. CLH. That was actually, looks like the trade that was majority of where my red came from. Court spiking up to my average right now. Up and over. Court saw the profit taking and now may be accumulating some longs in it. And it has a decent short interest too. Yeah, so CLH still on that trend. Let's look at I just got green on something. Let me see what that is. ONDS. ONDS just had a snap. That's what I'm getting green on. Anybody else take ONDS up there? Cool, cool, cool. All right. $125 snap on ONDS, so that's helpful. Let me see on the profit side how, I mean, 125 was pretty tough there, left of the chart, so good job anybody who worked that one with me. Let me see like a decent profit target area. I mean, the trend's back down to $1. Yeah, trend's back down to $1. I don't really know if I want to hit it again unless we get a little pop. Let me think about it. Like, sizing into a winner is so uncomfortable for me. But there's been so many times where it would have been very helpful. Let's put it that way. Would have been extremely helpful. Let me look at this chart real quick. Like a little sloppy pop back up to like 118 I would like to hit. I don't like sizing into something that just dropped 10 cents. So let me keep monitoring that one. LXRX could even be worthy of another smack too. All right, let's do a flip through the gainers and see if we're missing anything. MLGO, not looking great right now, but usually when it doesn't look great, that's a signal to get in. It's like, take it along, because this thing's still going to the moon. Oh, fucking hell. CLH. Excuse me, sorry. I thought I'd put enough room on that one. Now it's cracking the bottom support line. Hate stopping out the top. And I do not revenge trade, so I really do not revenge trade. That, like, I don't struggle with. Maybe in times past I did, but that is long gone. Don't really overtrade either. I think the main problems are still letting the winners run, which I'm trying to do, as in, like, ignore them. Like, focus on something else, ignore my winners, maybe even size into them. Oh, CLH. That's aggravating. See, that's why I hit it again, because when it hit 36.20, I was thinking, okay, maybe that's the top. Like, kind of the top is set now, as it's pulling back. So aggravating. Give it more room, apparently. Give it more room. Because the thing's elevator down and long stare up, right? Long stare up. Look at this ONDS. Long stare step up, short elevator down, especially up at resistance. That's why I hit it like I did. I'm really thinking about ONDS, maybe even hitting this one again. I want to maximize my green trades. I haven't been doing that well. I think it's so uncomfortable because, you know, you're green on it, and there's fears, right? You have a fear of being wrong, especially when you're green on something. It's a very strong emotion with me, rather than maximizing winning trades. I'm going to go ahead and accept another 200 shares there, and what I'm going to do is maybe smack it for another 100 at least. Put it at 116. See if I get hit there. It's going to bring the average down. but the stop's going to be readjusted on this one to the top, to the 125. Yeah, one more second on CLH would have been having actually a really good green day right now. So that's what's a little aggravating. We'll see if I get hit there to just add, start adding a little bit to it for the pull back down to the trend at $1. And maybe could do something similar with LXRX, because this one's pretty heavy after that sell-off too. Dude, this is going to piss me off, CLH. Don't want to start the week top ticking tickers. See, the last thing I want to do. All right, still gotta think rationally when annoyed. All right, let's flip through a few and see if there's anything going on out there. Come on, Isaiah, just rub the salt in the wound. I know you got an average on this 36.35. Somebody's working it. I'll be happy for you, I promise. I'm just annoyed with myself. Because I should size down, give him a little bit more room. Size down, give him a little bit more room. All right, let's flippy. Let's do a little flippy. ONDS still looking good. I didn't get the ad on ONDS. We are green at the moment. I didn't get the ad on it, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't get the ad there. I really don't want to add to it. Down here. It just had a little elevator down to 106. I mean, that was pretty good. What's my average? 121. Yeah. Man, what a good, that was a good eye there. 109 is the 200, so it probably stays heavy under 109. End of day kind of thoughts there. May even go red on the day. LXRX looking heavy still, so that's good. Getting a couple of them working for us. Haven't taken profits on anything yet. I'd say a no, not in CLH. All right. Yeah. Yep. CLH. Killing me. Okay, BGS popping up. How are you guys doing, though? Good and green? Staying disciplined? It's a good day to stay disciplined. Somebody remind me I have 200 more shares at ONDS. If this thing pops back up to like 114, 15, I'd probably smack it again. Sitting green right now, unrealized. Man, CLH would have had us at like 2Q right now at least. Yeah, trend on ONDS is back down to $1. I'd like to see that, and I'd probably take all down there. I mean, I may what I should do is take half off, and if it goes down to like 80 cents, I'm not going to be crying about it. Probably the right idea. All right, I'm gonna flip around real quick. MLGO, that one's still doing its thing. Look, I just said it. I said this one looks weak now, which probably means a good time for a long entry. Right under VWAP. It sells off right under VWAP. Now it's popping up a couple points. It's too funny, man. Too funny. SPY popping up to its highs right now. Be mindful of that. Let's take a look at some losers as well. Oh, that was beautiful right off the 200-day, this one. Okay, ONDS is popping up to its previous close. I like the smack again. Thinking. Sizing into them when you're green does kind of F me up too. Kind of F's me up because then your average comes down. It's just like, it's just kind of weird. Makes you feel like you need to adjust your risk a little bit. I'll throw out another order at 113 for just another 100 shares at the moment. So we'll still have another 100. All right, cord is curling back around, so I may just end up scratching that one. We'll see. All right, I'll just go ahead and get involved with it. Another 100 ONDS. put a stop up at average now is 118, so not amazing. 122. Okay, let's do a little flippy action. Blue is sitting back up towards its highs, 520. Court bounce, you're playing around with the pre-market resistance. LXRX still like selling off. Wish I would have tapped that one again. Oh well. And CLH curling back around off of this previous resistance. I guess now support. Flip around some of the gainers. GUR still sitting up there. 2750 could be the risk on a short. Gorilla Technologies. Oh, UMC getting a pump right now. Right up to the 200-day is UMC. No idea what's going on here news-wise, but UMC is spiking and tapping its 200-day right now. 741 is the 200-day. And we have 750 resistance left of the chart. UMC. Anyone got news here, UMC? Got to monitor it because it's tapping the 200 right now. 750 resistance as well left of the chart. Have to locate shares there. Anyone got news on UMC? Straight up today. Up and over the 200-day moving average now. Definitely eyeballing it. Mr. David, good morning. Yeah, I'm going to do that this week, David, on the whole platform tutorial on CPro. Little pullback off 751 UMC. I was thinking about locating it. That one's tapping the 200, so it's not bad up there. Trying to see how much steam this one has in it, though. Yeah, I'll do that this week. Yeah, UMC pumping right now. I don't see any news. If you guys see it, let me know. 200 days, 750. And 750 resistance left of the chart. Yes, sir, David. Yes, sir. Do a full breakdown tutorial. Are you already over there? Are you just considering it? Still sitting at 750 is UMC. Still sitting there. She's a tempting, boys. She's a tempting. And she's tempting. She's tempting me. Tempting me up here. You're going live tomorrow. Congrats. Good. Go live tomorrow on the demo today. Boy. Boys, she's a tempting me. Man, look at this 200 that she's popping up to and over. And then resistance left of the chart. I just am trying to figure out what's going on here. Just a chat room pump, or what are we working with? All right, you know what we need to do? We need to look at the short percent interest on it. That could be playing a factor right now. UMC, let's look. Let's take one of them looky looks. Only 3%. Only 3% there. As soon as I locate these shares, this thing's gonna dump. I will accept. And get involved here. 768. 50 shares. I'm gonna give it room, guys. Like 830. Ugh, that's a lot. It could pop up to $8. I like it to pull back down to under 741 the 200 day. But we'll see. She's still squeezing right now. That's why if you get involved, just got to give her a little bit of room. But not a lot of short interest on this. 825 is really good. Dude, 825 is massive. Holy cow. That's good resistance. Not a lot of short interest on this. Nice little inverse head and shoulders pattern on the daily. Neckline 680, shoulders like 650, head 561. Yeah, 825 is massive on it. $8.25 is a massive. But lots of volume here. Will be quite a bit of manipulation. Just got to trade the chart, and it's going to be flipping around. It's probably going to be getting little pops and drops here and there. David, any issues doing CPro and TOS? No, that's probably going to be more computer dependent. Haven't ran into any issues thus far yet. running both of them. No. What are you doing? You're going live tomorrow, so are you doing something similar? Like, do you use TOS too? I've just used TOS for so long. It's hard to not use it for charting. Alright, there's a decent pullback ONDS. Not entirely convinced that's the top, though. Think we could... No. Well, maybe. That big drop right there. Big drop ONDS right there. I could hit it for the rest of my shares. See what it does here. You guys can tell I'm being very greedy. Like, I haven't taken any profits on anything. It's just because of Friday. Friday, everything sold off, and I'm like, I would have been up many hundreds of dollars on the small account had I have been a little greedy. What's my average here? 768. Let's halt down. Like, let's get a halt down. I like that 741 200-day moving average. Anybody taking the scary trade with me? Anybody involved in the scary trade? Ooh. It's going up forever. Long it. Alright, that was a good 1 minute candlestick drop, so that's going to be pretty tough to reclaim. Let me see. Cool, David, you got both? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm there with you. And you're going live tomorrow, so yeah, email me if you have any direct questions about CPro. Since you're going live tomorrow, I know you were looking for the more in-depth tutorial, but just email me. I'm happy to help. AveryDayTrading@gmail.com, and I will help you out. Let's flush under 750. Let's flush on UMC under 750, and I'll... Okay, well, I'm glad you think so. I mean, the charting for TOS, yeah. Right, UMC have not taken anything off yet. I like it a lot still, like backside after that 1 minute death drop. After they drop like that, normally it's difficult to reclaim. So that's why I'm holding it. I don't mind. I never got my second ad up and over 8. 750's holding up here fairly well. Like, I don't know if there's a big buyer here or what. 750. If it drops under 750, it's going to do a liquidity sweep, take out a bunch of stop orders, and probably drop pretty quickly down to like 740. Yeah, I don't like that spike right there. Must have been some decent buyers sitting right there at 750. We'll see. Yeah, 750 holding up. 750 is really tough resistance, which it blew through. I wonder if that resistance just turned into support. I mean, I'd like to see an upper shadow against that resistance for it to pull back under. I really don't like it back up and over the highs at this point after that big drop, so I am going to adjust the risk on it. What I may do is go in full size here and adjust the risk, unless it just starts, selling off a lot right here. We'll see. My average is not great. Today I have gotten not the best entries. 768 average, so the risk would be like back up and over 780. if it flushes under 750, like a quick 10-15 cent flush, I'm probably going to have to take a good chunk of it off without an ad. Yeah, here it comes back down to 750. Let me get the finger on the trigger. Yeah, there's under 750. Yep, 740s. 742. I'll take half off 742. About 26.7 cents per share right there. I think that's only smart. I'll plan on hitting it again on any kind of a pop UMC. Any pop up towards like my average, I'll probably smack again. Otherwise, I'm just going to set an adjusted stop at my the break-even price. Otherwise, after that death candle, dude, they just get like, these things just get heavy after death candles like that. Take the rest at 770 risk on the rest. Adjusted stop break even. I don't know. How much did I just take there? I never got full position size, so I didn't take much profit at all. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I mean, the idea here was pretty valid. Like I showed you guys right before that drop. You see that up and over the 200-day, 750, tough resistance on the chart. Normally, you get an upper shadow up and over those areas. This is the daily chart. Always have that on a separate monitor. So I still like it to pull back under the 200-day. It may flop around like a dead fish here for a little while, though. What is working against me right now? ONDS, you SOB. What the hell are you doing? The last thing I want ONDS to do is climb all the way back up to the highs. I think I still have some shares to short here, another 100 or so. That's what I'm going to probably do, is smack it again right here. That was the idea behind this trade. Smack it again and bring the risk down a little bit. I mean, after these death candles like that, 125 all the way down to 106, it's just usually more difficult to reclaim. Now, I don't want the entire day to rely on one trade, so I'm not going to probably be like 122 risk. I hate to be really heavy on one ticker and then on some winning trades, I'm not heavy at all. It's kind of backwards. Kind of backwards. So I'm still involved with 4 trades right now. I'm trying to let the winners work. Have a decent Monday morning. Kayvon's asleep. You not eyeballing anything, Kayvon? I mean, I could realize all 4 trades right now and just be a nothing burger on the day, but I don't know. I'm trying to let this Monday work a little bit. ONDS. Why? I'm going to be so pissed if that one curls all the way back around and reclaims after I was up from 125 down to 106. I mean, that's probably should have taken some profits, right? Probably would have been the right idea. That one curls all the way back up, stops me out. That's going to be really annoying. And that's why it's sometimes smart to just size into the winners, even if it F's up your average, because then you get something like this that grinds back up and you size into it, it messes you up. All right, let's take a look at the trades I'm working right now. CORT, still working that one for an all-day kind of profit take. LXRX got a 60-cent average. That one's at 56 cents. ONDS, 400 shares at an average of pretty much right where it's sitting at right now. That one's aggravating. And then UMC, that one, I'm planning on hitting that again on a pop. It feels very backside right now. So let's maximize some winning trades, right? That's annoying. That trade right there is very annoying. UMC is already back under 750 resistance left of the chart and the 200-day. That's at 741. So, I mean, maybe it stays heavy against 750. Again, I never saw any news here. Did anything come out? Exploring a merger. Well, great news. Exploring a merger. $750, I would think holds up pretty well here. UMC. If I get involved with it again, I'm going to have to be tight on the risk because it's way off the highs. All right. ONDS is the one I'm heaviest on, so that one I'm monitoring more so. From that 125 drop down to 106, and now I'm pretty much in it, like on this sloppy seconds pop, pretty heavy here at 118, 117. LXRX, I've been working this one short. My average is this blue dash line. So, David, when you get involved with CPro, you'll see that. The blue dash line, that will be your OCOs and entry price. Time fades. Been taking a break from trading. Last month has been like the wild, wild west out here. TVGN, you're working. You're all in TVGN with leverage once the smoke clears. Yeah, so our 4 p.m. pump and dump's active right now. 4 p.m. Normally I'm not really around 4 p.m., but I haven't been seeing a lot. I mean, really, it's just been a lot of crazy short squeezes like MLGO. You've been seeing a lot of sympathy plays off of that. Just random pump and dumps all over the place in the penny land on tickers that just have a high short interest. It's pretty much what we've been seeing. Court looked pretty heavy against pre-market 105. I don't know, guys. Just kicking back right now. I mean, we can flip through some other tickers. I'm in 4 trades, so I don't know if I'm going to get involved with anything else right now. MLGO's dumping. CELH did a sloppy seconds up towards the high. Did a little liquidity grabs, pulling back off of that. I mean, there's decent volume there. GUR, I mentioned that earlier, is not bad on a short against 27.50. So that one's, come on, TOS. pulling back off of 27.50 pretty good, up nearly a point off of that. Blue seems heavy against 520. UMC fighting around 750 right now. The U-shaped curl probably going to be difficult here. I know last week every single ticker that made a pop did the U-shape reclaim very well. So we could see something like that there. Yeah, flipping through some, not seeing a whole lot going on. I mean, I may hit court again because it does look at this point like it wants to just kind of profit take. I'm thinking about hitting court just I have I mean, embarrassingly, I have only a couple shares there, but every point it moves, 102 down to 95. I was up like $20 on this trade earlier, just with small share size. It just moves a point at a time, so I'm not a huge. But I do think I want to get involved a little bit more. Maybe now against the highs would be the idea there. If that one wants to just kind of sell off throughout the day. May try to hit that one again, and then just against the highs. Spready, you gotta be mindful of that. Phase 3 trials, this thing's up 100% though, so just be mindful if getting involved. Man, I was up pretty decently until ONDS decided to climb all the way back up. If I can hit this again, the added stop adjusted is going to be at 105, 104-ish, somewhere around there. It's not been entirely an easy day today. Like I said earlier, you've had to be real focused on entries. It's been a tricky-ish kind of day. It really has been. I don't know. This is not... No buyers here right now, I guess, up here. Can't get taken out. Alright, I'll just smack it. CORT. 101.30 is my average now, so not great, but I'll do 104. Let's stop there. Alright. UMC still bouncing around. ONDS still bouncing around. UMC kind of still being held up by 750. Market humbles us in mysterious ways. Absolutely. It really does. Always, always, always does. When you think you got it figured out, court's just floating, pissing you off. Yeah. Oh, UMC looks good right there against 750. It really does. If I hit UMC again right here, it would pretty much be a stop like 760 because I want it to stay heavy against 750 and crack under that. So if it popped right back up, that would kind of invalidate it for me. Alright. Yeah, 760 I would not like. I'm just going to hit it right here again. And UMC put a stop at 760. That's pretty tight. That is pretty tight. But that's the idea there. I don't want it to stay heavy against that 200 and past chart history resistance, which is right where it's at, 750. We were already green there, 767 or 8 average, but it was 755 average now, so not great. All right, Mr. Bad, what's going on, man? Is CPro and Capital the same platform? So it is the same platform. It's just, oh, I'm green on something. ONDS. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Bad. Your magic juju just helped me out there. I am going to take probably half off on this dump. I don't know, Kevin. Let a winner run. Let a winner run, Kevin. Got to let your winners run. I'm going to let it run. Oh, you guys are in for a show every day. All the emotions. Where else do you get all these emotions? Where else? Okay, so I was saying I will take half off right there. All right, we're green on the day. I'll take half off there and set an adjusted stop, UMC. Or ONDS, rather. That was my heavier trade, FYI. That's why I'm taking some off. So 118 would be invalidation if that one popped back up there, which is my average. Otherwise, let's get down to $1 for the rest of the shares. That's how you do it. That's how you let your winners run. Set an adjusted stop, let them run. All right. So still in 4 trades right now. I'm in CORT, LXRX, which I'm green on right now, the 60-cent ticker. ONDS. Oh, I didn't know my... Okay, my average on the rest of the shares was brought down. It's weird how it does that. Okay. And then UMC... 755 average, so I'm pretty much green on everything with adjusted stops. Trying to let them work for me a little bit. We've been fairly patient today, which has been good. Outside of the CELH, top tick, that was rough, but that one reclaimed these levels, and actually it's not looking bad right here, guys. CELH up here, 3630s, is looking pretty heavy. UMC 750s holding up as resistance, so that one's pulling back off of that right now. I will say, when I'm in like multiple trades, it does kind of help out. I mean, I'm only recommending that if you're setting stops. Make sure you know your stops and know where they're going to be at, but I only recommend it if you set those well, because then you don't focus so much on every minute detail of every candlestick in level 2 and tick, the tape, every single trade that goes through the tape. Like, you just trade the chart, right? That's pretty much it. So right now we have UMC pulling back towards low 740s. That's good. I hit that one against 760, hit that one around 750 against 755 average. That one is pulling back under the 200-day. I am pretty happy with that trade overall. I'm trying to let these winners work now that we're green. We've done fairly well managing the risk on the red trades, and now trying to work some of these green trades. I don't even know if I've answered your question bad. They are the same thing. It's just different, like, parameters. So it's going to be the same interface, but on CPro, you see how it says capital top left corner. So it is still that application. The difference is you have the 6-to-1 leverage on a $100 minimum deposit. The difference is now you have shorts and you have a short locate monitor. You may have that with capital, but capital, if you just get capital, is designed for more designed for like swing trading. Yes, more designed for like swing trading is just the capital. So this is going to have all the other goodies. I think that's pretty much it. You'll get the 6-to-1 leverage with the CPro, and then you pay for like the market data, which is, I think it's like $26 a month. It gets taken out the first of the month. So you have level 2 as well. Times and sales, market depth. So a lot of people ask for the market depth. Here it is. You just link it, very similar to TOS. So then UMC pops up, the bid and ask, and then there's a little light bulb here, color mode. That works pretty well. I don't know. The level 2 is, for a little while there, it was for like they just went live with CPro like a couple months ago. So the level 2, they were having some issues which they addressed, and last time I looked at it, it was working fine. So I'm sure tomorrow you'll be good. I don't know if the demo has the level 2 or not, and I'm not even sure if you use it. But yeah, they got ton sales, level 2, all the goodies. And then shorts. I mean, my favorite thing about CPro is the shorts. Literally anything I see for a short, I can get. And here's my short locate monitor. I always have it pulled up on a different monitor. And so I've spent, $130 to like $3 and some change on all these shorts. All the small cap stuff. It's been amazing. I love how cheap it is to locate. 40 cents per 200 shares on ONDS. 40 shares per 200 cents. And look how much it paid out. I took 200 off for 18 profit, and then I got another 200. I'm working for probably another 18 profit or so. So it pays $30 for 80 cents. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. UMC is kind of sitting like stagnant with against like that 740. don't entirely like that. I still like the trade. It would be nice if this thing just panicked down towards VWAP, like 730 and lower. Here we go. Maybe it's about to. 739 just hit. It's just slowing down, which means like shorts may start covering up, which buys, when they cover, they're buying. So it naturally like props the ticker up. I think what I'm going to do down here, because I'm going to look at, I'm just going to monitor it real quick and maybe take half off and just set an adjusted stop break even, which I'm going to do. 740 is holding up fairly well, so I'm just going to do that. ONDS, set an adjusted stop, UMC, my average price. Back over like 750, I don't want. 750 should hold up, so 751, and then take rest at like 720. So that's what I like to do. Just take some off if I'm not liking the price action, if it's not seeing continual sell-off. LXRX, I'm working a couple hundred shares there too. I don't like that one's bouncing off the previous clothesline. I may adjust my risk here. My average is right where some resistance is, around this 60.53 average. I'm going to adjust my risk LXRX because I want it to stay heavy. It went red on the day. Now it's back to green a little bit and back above the previous close. So LXRX, I'm going to adjust the risk there. I do this from time to time on these plays. Oh, 61. Yeah, I don't really want it back up to, I'll do 62. And then take profit. I'll do 55 on the rest of these shares. And let me look at my other trades. So, bad. Yeah, Isaiah, way better when you're using CPro. So bad. Requested for a demo, but I'm not yet approved. How long ago was that? If it was a long time ago, just email them again. Or email me, averydaytrading@gmail.com. I'll forward the info, and they'll probably get on that. I email them so much, so they usually I emailed, like, when I first got on here, I was like one of the first users for CPro, and I was like, dude, let's get the percentages going and they listen to that. They listen to the HTB, ETB thing, which they're working on, so I love seeing that. Like, this is something that's in development. You may notice over here that HTB, ETB, everything's showing HTB, and I just recently emailed them, the technical people, about it. I'm like, hey, come on. I need to know. I need to just look at it and see what's ETB or HTB. It's not too big of a deal because I'll locate otherwise, but that's still in development. Isaiah took him a few days. I think it was the same for me. When you go live, it's probably going to take... It takes maybe a week or two to get through that. Probably a week. So if you want to, like, get a head start on that, go ahead, because you're going to have to send in, like, some things. Like bank statements. People are oftentimes like, do they normally ask for bank statements? And they normally do. It's one of the things they ask me, as well as proof of the proof of income. I think that's one of the reasons why they ask for that. All right, we're doing pretty good right now. Doing pretty good. UMC, that one's still working out the leftovers there. ONDS working out leftovers. I'm still trying to figure that out, Isaiah. I must be the idiot in the room. Yeah, just kicking back right now, guys. Kicking back with leftovers, almost everything. If I realized everything will be pretty good on the day, I'm trying to let some of these work for me, though. LXRX still trying to hold that previous close, so that's a concern, which makes me wonder if I need to take that. Court, if that one like profit takes now that it's getting to lunchtime, because longs like evaporate at lunch. Longs never miss a lunch break. So maybe we'll see that one start fading. ONDS still holding up. MLGO, wouldn't be surprised if that one starts trying to get a squeeze on. GUR back up towards its highs. Be mindful of that. CLH sitting around its highs as well. If you guys are still trading, just going to point a few things out to you. I got to hit the head, though, guys. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll mute my mic, too, for you, Kayvon. You don't like listening to it. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Good and green? It's been a weird day, SHIT. PRTG. Not the ticker symbol, SHIT. This was on the watch list this morning, PRTG, for a pop-up towards this previous clothesline. Definitely did not hit that one. Very thinly traded, though. May not have taken it anyways because of that. Well, anyways, everything looks like it's working out fairly well so far, other than CORT just floating up there. So I'll be right back. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Just put them down in chat, and I'll address them in a little bit. All right. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? CLH just made a new high. Blah, 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 blah. I may hit that one again. A new rule in my account, if I see something I like and I'm green, I'm still taking it. I like that it just made a new high and it's pulling back off of that. I'll reduce the risk, though, a little bit on, if getting back into something, because I don't want to give the entire green day away. Working 5 takers right now. CLH just got to fill 26.29, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not giving the day back. What I'll do with this one, set a 30 shares up there, 36, 50, 52, set a 36.52. 35, like 75 profit. $36.29 average. CLH 36.29 average there. Yeah, I like what I just saw right there. That upper wick up through the highs and a little bit of a pullback right there. So we'll see if that one can it's gonna bounce off of this top right here or start profit taking a little bit. Let me go through some of my other trades. Like I said, I'm in 5 right now. LXRX. See what LXRX is doing. Don't like that. Don't like this. Curling back around, LXRX. Back up near my average. This 60-cent resistance too. UMC is still kind of heavy and pulling back. UMC still a little heavy pulling back. 750 resistance there. ONDS doing nothing. UMC. I think I went over everything. I'm in 5 trades right now. These are the 5 trades. LXRX coming all the way back up to my average, so I don't love that. Yep, just kicking back. CRT floating around your average price right now. Oh, CRT. It looks like CRT's coming in some. Under 100. That's good. Dude, like if this thing can... What I liked about this one is just kind of a slow fade and bleed. That's what I really liked about it. A lot of new traders will be like, dude, you're shorting phase 3 positive trials. What's going on? No, just train the chart. Up 100%. 50 up to 100. Normally, you don't see people eager to like buy something up this much. And then you see a lot of eagerness to take profits. So that's all I'm trading. The emotions. The emotions make the most tremendous difference in my opinion. Understanding how people trade, why they get in, like the psychology behind it all. I would love to get realized some good green, but let me see. ONDS still looking weak and heavy, so thankfully hit that again on sloppy seconds. Blue is still kind of sitting up there. Court starting to profit take and look heavy. LXRX tapping 60 resistance and being met with a little resistance there. So good for that. CLH pulling in. So yeah, everything's working out actually pretty well right now for me. Actually, everything's working out pretty good. It's not just about being right. So a lot of you are going over to CPro. And I want to advise you on my flaws so you do not make them. It's not just about being right. It's about staying right. There's a couple little good sayings I have. You know, there's the people out there that say, cut your losses quickly, that's your winner's run. It's very easy, much easier said than done. You know, people like those little sayings, but it's a lot easier to say that than to apply it. What's my average here? 200, 260. I'll say this. The most important thing, I think, is for you to understand the inherent risk in every trade. You think you're a risk taker because you're trading, but just really take a step back and say, I understand that I don't know the dispersion of the results of these trades. Anything can happen. As long as I've been doing this, I will tell you, anything can happen. Don't think in guarantees, think in probabilities. So that means don't think on an individual trade when you jump over to CPro. Think on a sum of trades. Now we're assuming you have an edge, so if you do have the edge, think on a sum. Don't think on individuals. So don't think this has to work out when I get into this trade. In fact, it doesn't have to work out. What's my average here? CELH. It's pulling back. I like that. I'm going to keep working it for a little bit. Like, learn to be comfortable with uncomfortable things, such as being way green, being really green, instead of being comfortable just in red trades. Kayvon, let's see what you're saying. NMAX. Oh my God. Look, this is the daily chart. NMAX, just one green candlestick. So this is obviously an IPO. I think I did read about this a few days ago. What is this? Newsmax? Dude, there's no way. And then avoid know what to avoid. This is one of those where it's like avoid. Too risky. IPOs, there's no past chart history. I love like seeing past chart history. There's nothing. There's no way to get involved. Yeah, IPO. Yeah, that's a fun one just to pop up. Kind of like MLGO, just pop it up and get the popcorn out and watch it. I'm telling you, I could just do that. Like, get popcorn out and just watch tickers do their thing. It's fun. It's fun. $36.30 average CLH. I want it to be backside right now. So that's what I'm looking at there. I'd like it to be backside. CORT looked kind of weak and then popped off a VWAP. Back up here. I say I can't even find it on CPro. It's that fresh. UMC back up to 740s from 733. All right, let me look at Thinkorswim. Takes the emotions out of it. So think objectively on these charts. CLH, I mean, it looks good. It's got support 36, so I need it to be heavy there for that to start coming back down into the 70s. LXRX, very good against 60 cents. By the way, over at CPro, or anywhere, just for that matter, for those that are going over there, they're here soon. If you locate shares, you have those shares to rotate through all day. So if I located 400, I located 400 ONDS. So if I like short 400, I cover 200, I get 200 back. You get to recycle through them, the entirety of the day. That's how that works. $36, trying to hold on CLH, probably a good profit target area. Would have been that 36. Yeah. If it really starts getting a solid bounce and climb back up to the highs, I'm not going to go red on this name after that pullback off of the highs. See what it does. I need 36 to be heavy. I don't want to just focus in on my trades, though. I want to look at what you guys are looking at. UMC, I don't like that that's curling around back up to 750, but it was slowing down a lot. BGS, I mean, is kind of in a little descending triangle, 710, making lower highs, slowing down. For those interested, I mean, it's okay. I think it's thinly traded, but kind of a little descending triangle sitting on support, $7. It's BGS. CLH trying to get a 36 bounce, so I may be getting out of that one. We'll see. We'll see what it does. Staying heavy against the highs would be ideal there, but again, a little pop right now. If you shorted, that IPO would be very small. NMAX. Yeah, that NMAX, that thing is... I mean, imagine. Just imagine. I don't even think you can trade it with CPro. It's that fresh, like Isaiah said. Just imagine. Yeah, CLH. I'll get out of that one back at my break-even price, which is 26.30. So I'll just monitor that one for that if it pops back up there. MLGO curling around up and over VWAP. Court still floating. So we're just still kicking back. Not doing bad here. LXRX hit 60 resistance, pulled back to the previous close support, so that one may chop around here. I like it to still be red on the day. Opens 57 cents. Kayvon is so bored he's about to take a boredom trade. See, that's why you need a live stream, Kayvon, because see, when I got a little audience here, I gotta focus in. I'm out here taking those boredom trades. That could look real bad. FTC might come after me. It's out here telling people to short IPOs. Well, first of all, FTC, I tell nobody anything. Look, I just tell them what I'm doing. Which may be the dumbest idea out there, you know? Just play dumb. I'd say you start drinking like Friday night. Oh man, that was such a fun night. The next day, not so much. I don't know, dude. I would become like... I would not respect risk like I normally do. So that could be a problem. CLH pulling back in. Don't pop back up over 36. Ooh, I don't like that. That's what I don't like. I may have to take it after that. When they form a lower shadow, it's like a fake out breakdown, like a fake out breakout. Like normally it's easier to hold it after something like that. Let me see what it's going to do here. Yeah, I don't like that fake out breakdown. Not, I don't like it. Dang it, CLH. I wanted you to stay heavy against 36. Yeah, if I realize that, Isaiah, which I think I'm going to start doing here. CLH, man, I really like it, but I don't know. I've got to think objectively here. And yeah, I'm going to take it all. CLH. Taking all CLH. That one's popping up off it. That fake out breakdown, you know, I've seen that story before many times. So I'll take that and let me review some of my other trades. We'll see if that was a good idea here in a little bit. UMC, LXRX still coming back up there, and ONDS and Court. Okay. Yeah, I might start locking it up, boys. Pretty much try to milk everything for what it's worth. ONDS after these death candles, I mean, it's going to be hard for that to reclaim any levels. What I'll probably do is set a tight stop, so I'm in the profit. Like if this thing pops up to 114 or something, something like that. CLH, apparently that was the right idea at the moment. Let me see. Trying to milk these guys. That's what I'm trying to do. Like Court, I do like this one. It's just slow at the moment. 3 point. So that one's more like an all-day thing. But if that thing drops, dude, if that thing profit takes 10 points throughout the day, like once the longs just start taking profits, they're like, hey, I'm up $50 a share. I'll just take profits. Then, that one I'm going to try to kick back with and let that do its thing. But I may start locking everything up here pretty soon. Yeah, not a terrible day. I've been seeing things fairly well. A couple entries were a little early, but not terrible. I think it's just been good, like giving things room. You have the ride or ride out mentality, but you give them a little bit of room, give them a little bit of squeaky room. Let's do this with CORT. I want to stay green on the day, so I'm going to bring down my risk on everything a little bit. Okay, let's see. Right now, just kicking back with leftovers. We're green so far on the day. I'm not giving that back. Right now, break even LXRX. Court, I like the fade there. We'll see if that happens. Sitting right about a point under my average. UMC, that one's like that one for a fade, but we'll see if that happens. And then ONDS, working that as well. So, guys, looks like we're gonna have a green day today, thankfully. Starting the week off pretty good. Challenging-ish day. Let me look at what you're looking at, Kayvon. LYV. All right. That one's getting a nice climb on it. LYV's got... Man, give me a second, guys. My back is killing me. Got a really nice Serta chair, too. It ain't helping. Okay. Okay, let me look. LYV. Yeah, here we go. 130-ish resistance here. Maybe a little lower. All right, Kayvon. NMAX, the ticker that's the recent IPO. Oh my God. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is buy at the open on the IPO and hold it all day. That is not investment advice. If the SEC or FTC is watching. I have no recollection of saying that. Mr. Avery, it's on tape right here. Literally your live stream. I think that footage has been tampered with. Okay, let's do this. What's the LYV doing? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wait, are you in this? Oh, shoot. You started it at like 129. Oh, starting to look juicy, Kayvon. I might have to get in it. Let's see what the short interest is. $8.53, healthy amount. Taking a peek. I just don't know if I want to get in a trade right now. I'm already in 4. Let me think. It's not a bad setup. I mean, against, like, if you're trying to top it right here against the highs, could keep it pretty tight. 130, magic 20-cent area. Yeah, that's really not bad right here. It just jumped up way off of its trend. Oh, keep on always talking me into a trade. Then he's trying to talk me out of it. Let's do this. I'll stab at it pretty much just against the highs. I don't want to apply a lot of risk here. I'm not even in it yet. 130 is my limit order. But up to like 130.30 or 130.40, I'll be out of it. I don't want to. I'm not trying to sit here and trade all day. You have a 6-cent stop? Holy cow, that's tight. That's pretty tight on this. Do your thing. But yeah, if it, like, you're just pretty much trading it either right or right out. It's either working or it's not right here. I got you. I mean, nobody's buying it up and over 130. I can't get taken out. But good eye, good eye. I mean, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. This one's not a bad setup here. So it's like off of this bottom trend pretty good, ramped in volume, like Kayvon said, kind of going sideways against the highs. So it's really not too bad. Yep, that's a good idea, Isaiah. Right or right out. I'm doing the same thing. I'm like gonna pad the wallet with it, or not, or just, well, three things. I'm either not gonna get a fill, the stop will be up and over the highs, or pull back down to the trend and lower, and we'll set a stop accordingly. I mean, it's holding up pretty well right here, under 130 right now. 66 in MAX. Dude. Why? Did it already have a massive short interest on it? It just opened. I mean, you have no data, really. Like, it could have had a ton of people short it, like, right at the start of at the open. I don't know. I mean, a lot, that is some people's strategies, literally. Just those short IPOs when they come out. I don't even know if I'm going to take this trade. I'm so getting pretty bored watching it. We'll see. Wow, there is nobody wanting to buy it at 130. Nothing happening here. Oh, decent drop right there. I'll cheer you guys on if you, because y'all are already in it, but I don't want to hit it with a market order. With like a 20-cent spread. I don't want to hit it with a market order. Yeah. Nice. Good job, guys. 58 on the bid. Good job. I'm gonna cancel that order. And I may start liquidating some of these positions. Let me see. Court, I'm probably gonna leave that one to fade. And a weird random spike right there, back up to 130.10. Dang, dude. That was very strange volume. LXRX, NDS, UMC. UMC down here to 730s. Let me see how low this could go. I'm on leftovers here. This has room all the way back down to like 7. CLH still kind of heavy against 36. LXYX hitting that. ONDS just sitting there at 111. Okay. UMC, what did I take my others at? Took some off off at 742, down 10 more cents, 11 more cents. UMC, I'm probably going to get out of this in the 20s. When the 20s pop up on the bid or ask. Take all that off. I'm glad I smacked that winner again. That was kind of an improvement for me today. Like, hitting it even when you're up money on it. Kayvon's still working Walmart. I haven't even looked at that one. Let me check it out. I'm going to get out of UMC. So we're locking up the green there. So now I'm in three tickers, but we're at Q today. Q or better. All right, so Q or better. Man, Court, even with small share size, can really pad the wallet. That's what I like about that one. Court can really pad the wallet with small share size. If that one wants to give us, profit take like 4 or 5 plus points today, could really pad the wallet there. So I'm not too upset with that. Court. Let me just look at my exits on some of these, make sure everything's looking all right, and then I'll probably... Yeah, Court, I'm going to adjust the risk to I'm going to adjust like everything to break even, so at least we're green today. If things decide to curl back around, I'll at least be green today. 101.30 average there, so I'll do like 101.50. 3 on the stop, and then take profit if this thing starts pulling back to like, I don't know, 92 or so. That'd be awesome. I'm gonna set that. Let me look at LXRX. I'm still with that one. Adjusting everything to break even, so that way we're at least up a Q, if not more. We'll just, if not more. Average is at 60 cents here. Let me cancel that and bring it down to my average. Oh, Isaiah, you were up 2Q, you said, on Court earlier. I mean, we were both up a decent chunk when it initially dropped, but you didn't take any off either. Yeah, I didn't either. My average here, okay, 61 cents. If LXRX pops up to 61, I'll get out of it. Otherwise, down towards like the lows, 55. All right, that's set, and then ONDS, and then I'm gonna nice ONDS pulling back some right there. ONDS average 114, so that'll be my adjusted stop. And we hit that one on a pop too, so that was pretty good there. Okay. All right, everything's set there for me. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys, and go about the day. Let me look at Walmart. Kayvon's in that one. Yeah, Walmart just going sideways up here against the highs. Not terrible. Court doesn't do his thing. You're going to hang up the towel on a small red day. So, yeah, it keeps like wanting to hold VWAP. It keeps wanting to hold VWAP. Keeps coming down to it and then curling back around. That one could easily stop me out back at 101.50 if she pops up there. So. Oh, man. It's the worst. Tried to hold the winner on WMT. What was your average there? And then I'm going to start getting my walk on. I need a standing desk. That would be nice. Hey, Keith is back. What's going on, Keith? Did you just get done with your deliveries? Yeah, we're sitting green right now. But adjusted stops on everything, Keith, are at break even. So we're either going to, at minimum, be up 1Q, or I'll revisit later and, fingers crossed, maybe 2.5, 3Q. So we'll see how it goes. Vaughn 86.50. And you got in on this initial pop up here. You're up half a point or so. But yeah, traders, any questions before I head on out of here? I'm gonna leave those stops in place and then get on out. I'll revisit probably 5 minutes after I get off here. I'm gonna go eat lunch and come back a little bit later on, see what we're working with. Try to let some winners run, though. Man, if we could get Court to sell off. Isaiah would be green, and we would have a really nice 2Q plus day if this thing decides to profit take. That would be a massive, gentlemen. That would be a massive. Walmart's coming back down to your average. Kayvon. Yeah, I think the fees come out tomorrow, guys, on the account. Software. I'm starting to trade pretty well, though. And I looked at and now that last week I decided to freaking just keep being green when I'm green. I was trying to dig myself out of red holes and then stopping when I'm up, like on one or two trades. It's so dumb. I can't believe I was doing that. Still banging my head on a wall for this, was just really dumb. But you can be in a dumb habit for a while. I think that's why it's important to just, reach out to a trader and show them your charts, show them your entries, exits, and let's work on it, because you can be doing something habitually stupid for a long time, like I was. But yeah, I'm only down on fees and ECN and commissions and stuff. So, and now I'm letting the winners run, so I feel really good. I think we're doing good. Yeah, traders, that is going to wrap up today, Money Monday. We're going to be green regardless. Let's just let's see if we're going to be green or greener. And then Liv, is that one now working out? Oh, shiza. Dude, Isaiah, I hope you didn't stop out of that one, but you probably did. Maintaining that risk, your stop was right there. Oh. That was down a point off the highs. Finally decided. I mean, it was like eerily going sideways. That's what was annoying about that one. Like eerily just creeping sideways. Kayvon, having a nice day now. Are you gonna let this one work for you a little bit? Or you take all? Probably Walmart has you feeling like you should take it all, would be my guess. We associate things with our recent trades. Spies was making a nice little climb. Oh, in reference to the Green Day. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like pissy about anything today like I normally am, so that's pretty nice. I don't have to go about my day like thinking I topped like every freaking ticker, so that's nice. Felt like I've maximized all my green trades. I mean, I'm a little aggravated with the early entry on LXRX, but I mean, it ended up working out. I got involved at 60 cents. It tapped 70 perfect. So, I mean, that could have been a little better. But, shoot. You would have given it a little bit more room. So, the P&L was influencing you a bit. On live, you just didn't want to be too red. Well, be encouraged. Like, you're seeing it correctly. And maybe a little bit like me, size down a little bit and give it more room. I don't know. That's exactly what my problem was for an entire week, was topping everything. I think we both were. It was just an annoying week. That was honestly what like kind of hurt my account a little bit. I mean, those trades would have been so massive. Be sitting so green. Just like that trade too you had on LYV, it's like, man, topping everything. Those are the worst days. They're annoying because you're seeing everything like correct, you know? Like you're seeing good trades, you're identifying good setups. But you still have to think in probabilities. It's just like, man, that's why I was really mulling over that a lot. I'm like, Kevin, you see all this. What's going on? Okay, let's size down, give them more room, because most of the time they're working out. You're just stopping out right at the top. Like for the first couple months, for instance, on that LXRX trade, I probably would have seen the 70 resistance and been like, okay, I'm putting my stop right at 70 cents. And rather than, I believe today was like 73 or something up there, up and over. So just giving them more wiggle room. That's what you do to preserve capital. Yep, good. And last week was a really great week. Yeah, you were nailing everything. And you still have that mindset today. So don't let that, a little red trade discourage you. Keep that confidence to take your edge. Keep the confidence, to take good setups. All right, court is starting to curl around a bit. That one may stop me out, but 150. We'll see. We'll see what happens today. Part of me just wants to lock everything up, so I'm not thinking about any of it. Just take a nice green day. And the other part of my brain is saying that that's really dumb. Let your winners work. So I got conflicting sides of my brain right now that are telling me different things. I think because I know very well if CORT, if I take it all right now and I come revisit it and it's at like $95, $4, I'm going to be pretty upset. But if I stop out at my average, I'm not going to be really that upset. It's leftovers. Let them work. Well, Isaiah, that sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a great idea. That's a great implementation on the account. Go hard on green and stay tight on red. So, yeah, it's like hard. I mean, the two emotions I struggle with the most are being wrong and losing money. So, when I've had red days, I have gone hard. That's the wrong way to think. It's like if you're down, I don't know, if your quota's $50 and you're down $30, like just be okay with that. I mean, I blew up so many accounts in times past, trying to chase a green day. You gotta just, because then you start trying to find trades rather than letting the trades find you. Does that make sense? Like like you're seeing, this is funny. You're seeing mirages out there in the stock world. You start seeing things that are like terrible setups, but you're like, man, this is an A+ setup. I gotta trade this. You start to see, you're not seeing things objectively. You're not taking your signals properly. You're just trading boredom, out of boredom. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Good job on LYV, Kayvon. ONDS is not doing anything right here. It's just, that's what kind of makes me think I should take this one, so I'm not sure. Look at the chart real quick. No, this one still looks good. Still looks good even though it's doing nothing. Still looks good. I'll stay with it. Alright guys, I'm going to head on out of here and go to lunch. Email me, averydaytrading@gmail.com if you have any questions. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. And David, I'll work on that tutorial this week. I'll get on it this week. But thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.